Alright, on today's video, we are back at the range, and today we are testing out a new red dot from ADE, and this is the ADE Ares Pro. ADE has come out with quite a few new red dot and green dot models, and they are Pro models. They gave me the choice between some dots they had, and they sent two to the channel, the ADE Ares Pro and the ADE Nua Pro, which we already reviewed on the channel. Now, when I saw this, I'm a big fan of aim point red dots, big fan of the Holosun 509T, and when I saw this big blocky dot with the weather shield and everything on it, I'm like, I gotta have it. Now, a lot of people don't like the looks of these dots. I personally love them. I think they're cool looking, they're different, and if they perform, that's even better. Now, if you have not watched the video before this, we did an unboxing video of the Ares Pro. We went over all the tech specs, showed you what the dot looked like, went over the MOA, windage, all that. We're not going to be doing that today. Today we're just going to fire a bunch of rounds through this. We're going to see how easy it zeroes, how well it groups, and how well it holds up throughout the day. So with that being said, let's get started. Alright, first thing we got to do is we got to get this dot zeroed in. Going to be using 125 grain Brazos reloads. These are my competition rounds. Going to aim at the center target. Alright, our up and down's almost perfect, but our left and right's off. Alright, that was our fourth shot. Second shot, I went too far to the left. Third shot, I went too far down. That was our fourth shot. We're going to leave it there for right now and shoot a 5-shot group. Alright, we got 5 rounds of Brazos loaded up. Gonna shoot a 5-shot group, freestyle. See how it does. Alright, I'll take you down and look at the target. I think we're good to go. Alright, that's our 5-shot group. We got 1, 2 in the same hole. That was a flyer, that was me, but I think we're good. We're just gonna leave it like this. Alright, I got the weather shield back on. We got it all zeroed in. Alright, we got 10 rounds of Winchester white box loaded up. I'm gonna shoot another group. Bottom right target. Alright, one thing I wanted to talk about, I was talking to Gene over at Reloading from the Hot Pot in the back chat the other night. He's going to be doing a review on this dot also. But one thing we talked about was, as cool as the weather shield is, and as much as I like it, they should probably put a piece of glass in there. So maybe when they do an update on this down the road or whatever, this would be a nice addition, would be to add a piece of glass here and kind of make this more of a closed emitter. My biggest issue with that is if you're going to be carrying this optic on a gun, when you're holstered, a lot of dust and debris and stuff's going to fall down in there. So that would be one thing I'd like to see them change on it. We got two USPSA targets set up. We're going to fire 2 rounds into the A zone of each target, transition back and forth, see how well we can track the targets with the ADE dot. Alright, let's get out and check our target. Alright, here's our target on the left. All A-zone shots. Very nice. And here's our target on the right. All in the A-zone. Nice, nice. Alright, we got a couple hundred rounds through this now. We're going to fire a 10-shot group at the bottom right target. See if this ADE Ares is holding 0. I'd say she passed with flying colors. Alright, my final thoughts on this ADE Ares. I think I've been pronouncing the name of it wrong all throughout this video and the unboxing video. I told you earlier when I talked to Gene over at Reloading from the Hot Pot, he talked to our rep from ADE and he said that this is pronounced either the Ares or the Ares. But I've been calling it the Ares the entire time, so that's what we'll continue to call it. I absolutely love this red dot. I said earlier in the video that this dot is one of the brighter ones that I've gotten from ADE. It's right on par with the Delta. It's exactly the same brightness as the Delta, maybe even just a touch better. And that's a good thing to have. I don't really have any complaints about it other than what we talked about a little earlier. I hope in the future we'll put a piece of glass back here, make this more of a sealed emitter. Other than that, I don't really have any complaints. Now, I noticed the weather shield has gotten a little loose. The dot's nice and tight. But that's not the dot's fault. I didn't put any blue Loctite on these screws. Since we're out here testing it and reviewing it, I wanted to see, you know, just in case I had to get back in there and make any adjustments or whatever, I wanted to be able to get it off easy out here in the field. If you do buy this dot, and I will put a link in the description, after you get it all zeroed and you know it's going to stay on the gun you have it on, just put a little bit of blue Loctite on those screws in the back and tighten it down and you'll be just fine. This dot's not going to stay on this Canic. We've talked about it before. This is a test gun for the channel. There's going to be a lot of other red dots and green dots that are going to get tested out and they're going to go on this gun. But I like this dot so much, this is going to stay in my stable of dots that I use regularly, and I have a gun fact, it's going to be the next handgun that I buy, and that's what this is going to go on, because I really like this dot that much. It's a super nice dot, and for the money, it's hard to beat. I think right now you can pick this up for $109.99 or $119.99. And like I said, I'll put a link in the description. So, yeah, if you're looking for a nice, bright, budget dot, I would recommend this to you. Now, how's it going to hold up over 500 rounds, 1,000 rounds? I don't know. Like I said, I do have another gun I'm going to be buying for the channel that this will go on, so at some point it will have that many rounds through it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.